Let's go Broncos! The buzz is real, and the fire is spreading fast through Broncos country. The national media has been quick to heap praise on Denver's defense, rightfully so, but then in the next breath, they deliver a slap in the face to a position group that deserves way more respect. The wide receivers. The same people who named Denver's defense the best in football turned around and ranked the Broncos receiving corps 22nd out of 32. That's right, 22nd. And let me tell you right now, that's not just wrong, it's insulting. But before we break it all down, smash that like button if you've been riding with the Denver Broncos for over 20 years. It's always amazing to see fans of all ages showing love. If that's you, drop a comment saying, "Go Broncos! My heart bleeds orange and blue." Now, onto the story. The national narrative claims that Denver's receiver group is subpar, but let's look at the actions of someone who knows a thing or two about building an offense, Sean Payton. If he believed his receiving corps was lacking, would he have ignored opportunities to bring in names like Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, Gabe Davis, or even Deebo Samuel? Samuel reportedly wanted to come to Denver, and the Broncos didn't even entertain the conversation. Stephon Diggs? Rumors swirled, and Denver waved him off. Cooper Kupp expressed interest, and Sean Payton didn't even blink. That silence speaks volumes. Payton told the media he feels great about this receiver group, and he backed up his words by making 0 moves in free agency at the position. That's not lip service, that's confidence. Let's start with Courtland Sutton. This guy isn't just good, he's elite. He's your favorite quarterback's favorite target, and Patrick Surtain himself, arguably the best corner in the league, says Sutton is sneaky good. At the Super Bowl media day, Trent McDuffie named Sutton one of the top 3 receivers in the NFL. Sutton went on a stretch late last season when Bo Nix found his rhythm, where he had more impactful games than any Broncos receiver since Demaryius Thomas. In the red zone, Sutton was a beast, ranking 3rd in both catch rate and touchdown rate. Despite all that, PFF had the audacity to rank him 31st overall among receivers. Blasphemous. And for those of you who love numbers, Sutton didn't even see the volume that top-tier receivers like Justin Jefferson did. Bo Nix spreads the ball more than any other QB in the NFL, targeting an average of 9 players per game. That's why Sutton's target share doesn't reflect his true value. But when the ball comes his way, especially in the red zone, he delivers. And let's not forget, this guy is a leader. No diva behavior, no holdouts, just production, reliability, and chemistry with Bo Nix. Now, let's talk Marvin Mims. If you're sleeping on him, it's time to wake up. This kid was all-pro as a rookie, and it wasn't just for special teams. His separation rate was the highest in the entire NFL, 76% of the time. He was creating space. That's wild. Early in his career, he was just a go-route burner. But year by year, he's expanding his route tree. Sean Payton says he's having a tremendous offseason, and going into year 3, he's poised to explode. Add to that his top speed, 2nd fastest recorded in the NFL last season, and you've got a lethal weapon. Payton's already using him creatively, lining him up in that joker role and exploiting mismatches out of the backfield. Then there's Devin Vele. Yes, he missed mandatory OTAs, but Sean Payton says he'll be 100% for training camp, and Payton's track record on injury timelines is spot on. Vele brings Sutton's size with added shiftiness. In his first NFL game, 8 targets, 8 catches. Unfortunately, he broke a rib and missed time, but the ceiling is sky high if he stays healthy. Let's not forget how deep this position group runs. There are 12 receivers on the roster, and cuts from this group will absolutely get picked up by other teams. Bo Nix thrives in this environment. He doesn't lock in on one guy. He finds the open man. That versatility makes the Broncos unpredictable and dangerous. National media might not see it yet, but the Broncos receiving corps is built for success. Sutton, Mims, Vele, each brings something unique, and together, they create a dynamic unit. Bo Nix averaged 25 points per game last season without a full arsenal. Now, with a tight end and a running game to support him, imagine the possibilities. And speaking of proving people wrong, there's one more layer to this that just might push the Broncos offense into an elite tier. The chemistry that's already brewing between Bo Nix and this receiving group. What we've seen from camp, from film, and from insiders close to the team is that Bo isn't just distributing the ball randomly. He's doing it with poise, with purpose, and with complete command of the playbook. That's not something you see from a second-year quarterback very often, especially one working with such a diverse group of wideouts. Now here's the wild part. Bo Nix operated last year without a true WR1 performance from anyone for the full season. Sutton was great, yes. Mims showed flashes. Vele got hurt. But what happens when all those pieces are finally healthy and hitting their stride at the same time? What happens when defenses have to account for speed on the outside, physicality in the red zone, and shiftiness underneath, all at once. That's where Sean Payton's genius comes in. He doesn't just coach plays, he designs symphonies. And this year, with a full offensive ensemble, he has all the instruments. Let's take a look at how Bo Nix elevates this unit. As mentioned earlier, he targeted more unique receivers per game than any quarterback in the NFL last year. 9 per game. That tells us two crucial things. 1, he's not locking in on a single guy, which makes him incredibly hard to defend. 2, he has trust in everyone on that field. That trust is what lets guys like Marvin Mims break out on one play, and then turn around and let Courtland Sutton take over in the red zone the next. Let's also not ignore the potential emergence of rookies like Troy Franklin. He's flying under the radar right now, but anyone who watched Oregon games last year knows that Franklin has that smooth, polished game that translates well to the pros. He's a natural fit in Payton's system, solid hands, sharp route running, and that calm presence in high-pressure moments. If he develops quickly, this could be yet another weapon in what's becoming a fully loaded arsenal. Depth is also critical when you look at the long grind of the NFL season, and that's something Denver finally has in spades. When you've got 12 receivers in camp, and several of them could easily be WR3 or WR4 on another team, it puts you in a strong position. Payton's philosophy is all about matchups and flexibility. He's not afraid to go deep into the bench if someone matches up better with a specific corner or coverage scheme. That's a luxury few teams have. Now, let's circle back to something that really highlights how disconnected the national rankings are from the reality inside Broncos HQ, PFF's receiver rankings. How do you look at a unit that includes a Pro Bowl-level athlete in Courtland Sutton, an All-Pro breakout star in Marvin Mims, a prototype-sized hybrid like Devin Vele, and not even account for their collective impact and versatility? That's not a miss, it's outright negligence. This isn't just about stats. It's about watching the tape. It's about understanding what Sean Payton is building. This offense is being engineered, not just coached. Every piece serves a purpose, and when you add a field general like Bo Nix, who processes defenses at elite speed and makes great decisions, you're looking at a group poised to not only exceed expectations but dominate. And for those still skeptical, remember this: Denver didn't bring in a high-priced veteran because they didn't need to. Sean Payton didn't blink at some of the biggest names on the market. He didn't have to. That's how much belief he has in this group. And if Sean Payton believes, Broncos country should too. So as we look ahead to training camp, and eventually into the regular season, the question isn't whether the Broncos receivers can prove the doubters wrong. It's how long it will take the rest of the NFL to catch up and realize what's coming. Because this offense is built differently. And once it clicks, fully, consistently, and with all pieces healthy, the league better be ready. Now Broncos fans, if you made it to the end, you're the real MVPs. Drop a comment below and let us know. Who do you think will be Bo Nix's go-to target by mid-season? Will Sutton dominate? Will Mims explode? Or could someone else surprise us all? Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't miss what's coming next. We've got more exclusive Broncos content on the way. Click the video on your screen right now to stay in the loop. Go Broncos!